Wow.
New Jersey things, I don't know. But Fawn overcoming the 2 seed to make it into winner semis here. Gotta overcome a person who literally won a major here at Fusion number 136.
Yeah, this one's going to be very interesting. But it's always important to note, Ubel, that we don't see Quidd a lot.
Not often.
It's the fact that Quidd is also a very good student. So, I mean, I don't blame them for taking the time to just, like, study up on school. But, I mean, Pokemon Trainer is definitely one of those very, all right, well, something's going on, maybe, potentially. Regardless, though, like, let's keep talking about it. I mean, Quidd, somebody that we don't get to see often, focusing on school. But, I mean, how often do you get to play a Duck Hunt main? And honestly, from the stats, Fawn is the best Duck Hunt main in the world, according to a lot of stats websites. So we're just going to continue it on here. We're not going to reset or anything. So far, though, it is going to be Quidd starting out on the Squirtle. One of the things I love about Pokemon Trainer, I'm sure you know too, is just the flow between all 3 characters. You can tell when a PT main really understands how to flow between all 3.
Yeah, and you also get a sense of, like, where the root of the problem, so to speak. Like, Pokemon Trainer, oh man, Quidd is, yeah. You threaten deep like that, Duck Hunt does not have a lot of gas, but Duck is carrying a heavy dog, so he's got to make it pretty far in order, you've got to really go down there in order to make sure that Duck Hunt doesn't have a lot of those tools available like Can. But Pokemon Trainers, because they can approach matchups so... Quidd, come on, man. Let me speak. Already 2 stocks off the board, Lyric. You're getting a real sense to see of just how much danger this Ivysaur puts on, which is why it's in the Twitter handle.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's in the Twitter handle, and it's out on the field for a reason. 143 still living throughout the can, and 153 still living the can as well. It just seems like Quidd just can't land right now, but no sweat. I mean, that's your first stock. Probably going to switch back to the Squirtle. I can only imagine. I feel like Squirtle is that character for speed, right? Hey, let me just stack on a ton of damage here. Fawn, though, doing a decent job of trying to shark the platforms, but it seems like Quidd's advantage state is just getting a little bit more than Fawn's right now.
Yeah, you're just able to naturally flow into so many of these combos. Once you get an up throw going, once you get a forward tilt going, any one of these clay pigeons can be a ton of damage as well as that tech chase on the platform, just trying to force Quidd into the air time and time again and take advantage of one of the common weaknesses of the 3 Pokemon, that airspeed.
Ivysaur, though, and Quidd just trying to read where Fawn is going to go to try and get an aerial here. Unfortunate, though, for Fawn. Not going to be able to get all hits of the up air there. Lands with the narrow, but unfortunately throws the clay pigeon the wrong way. Here comes Quidd. We know what this Ivysaur can do. I love the preemptive can saying, hey, let me just not let you get set up at all.
Yeah, always throwing it straight.
Whoa.
Always spike the can into her. All right, cheeky but amazing wherewithal from Fawn in order to tech that, looking for one of these up airs and finds one after chasing down Ivysaur again, stuck in midair. Now it's Charizard time, and now it's Can time, I guess. Fawn trying to...
Quidd like shrugged his shoulders for like a brief second. Was like, all right.
You know.
It's just that this game is goofy at the end of the day.
It is a
It's
party
just
game.
So goofy. But I do have to give Fawn credit. She was definitely picking it right back up. I felt like the momentum wasn't there, but when she was picking up the momentum, when she had time to throw out the can and kind of decide where the pace was going to go, she looked very comfortable. But it just seemed like that match compared to like our last set, it wasn't really like flowing well. It was just like a little bit of back and forth in terms of like who was hitting who at the time. But it is going to be small battlefield again.
Yeah, just such a commonly good stage for so many. I know New Yorkers have successfully been John Numbers into this stage to where it's like this, instead of Pokemon Stadium, they'll be like, oh, start small battlefield. And it's like, okay, yeah. So shout outs to Numbers. He's an enigma.
That's very true. All right, though, here we go. I mean, stocks are looking pretty, percents are looking pretty even right now. So far, though, it looks like Fawn is going to be able to start getting set up here. Loving the aggressive landings coming out from Quidd, though. Once again, this is the whole point of the zoner. You have to not let them get set up here. Going for the air dodge there. Fawn going to be able to punish. Can still on the side of the stage. Going to go for the forward throw. Sheriff is out. Still even going to hit as well. I mean, Ubel, what do you do if you're Quidd right now?
I mean, you try and force your way back on like they just did, taking a huge gamble as the poncho-wearing gunman. He uses a shotgun, which would have closed out the stock at this percent, but instead, Quidd takes the gamble and it pays off, able to survive that interaction and another one. Sitting at 147, the Charizard is alive, which means you got to worry about up throw and you got to worry about up smash, and you can lift one more can here, Lyric. seeing just so much work that Duck Hunt has to put into closeout stock sometimes.
Ooh, okay, it's going to be the fair from the ledge, though. That is going to break Fawn's zone, and that's what's going to get Quidd up here. You're forced to stay, though, on the Charizard. You have to see how long it's going to last. Going to be able to get the down throw up there, and that stock is gone. We're back to even. It's looking a lot better this game so far.
Absolutely, and as soon as you're able to catch Quidd, like, DIing in there, it's like, oh, you're not aware of all of the trappings of my character. You're not aware of just what exactly Duck Hunt can do in small instances and in big ones, depending on if you can land. Of course, Quidd sometimes can just put on the aggression, as he's been seen to do, putting in the Ivysaur ledge trap and trying to call out a jump there, but Lyric Fawn has been playing so much more invasive, but it's so hard to avoid that down air.
It's so rough, too. I mean, the down air does it all as well. I mean, all you have to do is space it correctly. I tell every PT player, all you do is practice it, but here comes Fawn, going to be able to find double up air. Can't find the triple, though, and can't read the landing on Quidd. Still going to be an advantage, though. Let's see what Quidd can do to try and at least stop the bleeding on this stock. I mean, you want to be as up as possible fighting against Duck Hunt. I mean, some of the smash attacks on this character can be very tricky here. Going to be able to find the aerial off the stage, or off the ledge, excuse me, but still just nothing much.
Yeah, what always keeps Duck Hunt down as like one of the limitations of the character, not to say that Fawn can't play through them, but a lot of Duck Hunt setups take time, and it's a matter of finding that time, whether it be artificially or literally, that puts Fawn above the rest of these Duck Hunt players and above many players in New York. They find little optimizations to make time for their character despite how much percent it takes and despite how much work it takes.
Ooh, okay, but still able to parry. It does not matter, though. A lot of landing lag on the Charizard recovery. That's going to be easy punish for Fawn. Fawn can do this, but now she's at almost 100% versus the Squirtle, too. The Ivysaur isn't even out to start edge guarding until this moment. Let's see if Fawn's going to be able to slow down the pace, get some more damage, but it doesn't look like Quidd wants to let that happen at all.
Oh, calling out the upper there, but amazingly timed air dodge from Fawn. Finally getting a Clay Pigeon. That's a solid bit of damage. The Gunman alive, but shut down by that Razor Leaf. Quidd playing around so many of these traps so well by just avoiding ledge, but now you got to get back to it, and you got to get through one of Fawn's own ledge traps, finally switching to the Charizard. Let's see what it can do.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, if I'm Quidd, I got the rage to handle it. Let me just throw it out there, and that's going to be the fair that does take it. Quidd is going to win 2-0, but both of these 2-0s, we've seen so much momentum shift that it's just so, I don't feel confident in just being like, yeah, it was a quick 2-0, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much metagame that is actually happening with the neutral and everything else. I mean, like we said, I mean, Fawn is one of the best Duck Hunts in the world. She has the data to prove it, but, I mean, this is the guy that won a major.
And that may just come up soon. He's getting that practice in for it, but like, I really like how Quidd they weren't fully aware of everything Duck Hunt can do. To be honest, I think only Fawn is aware of everything Duck Hunt can do.
Who in all confidence can be like, yes, I know exactly every single setup that Duck Hunt can do, because honestly, as a caster, I don't even know.
No, yeah,
I
it's
just
hard.
know what moves are really good on the character. But once again, Fawn, I'm sure she is going to kill it in losers, and I'm sure we will be seeing Quidd very much later on. I do have a prediction who we are going to be seeing in winners finals, but closer and closer, I'm starting to get a little bit more wrong. So we will see.
I mean, this is a bloodbath of a bracket, that's for sure. Many players are dropping to losers quicker than you would think. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Even from like the upper echelons, I know Beast got upset
Come on,
super
man,
early.
you don't gotta talk to me about that. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna rotate into some of the rising stars as Pekko, one of the players that he beat Larry Lure at Apex.
Iconic,
He's already
by
in
the way.
losers. Truly an icon, but sometimes you have these brackets, and sometimes you have 96, 99, 96, however many, 99, I think, killers just waiting in the wings, trying to take some games.
It's so hard to believe that this is just a local.
It's really
This
tough.
is like regional level talent that is just kind of here today. And I heard next week, like, Boosk is coming back next week, so... I mean, gotta love the holiday times to be with, the people you love most, but also everyone's home from college, so everyone is feeding this game again. And that's just really good vibes going into 2023 as well. You got LMBM coming up in, 2 weeks? 3 weeks.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Time is a fickle mistress, and you got to keep your calendars open because, I mean, some of the big ones of the year, period, are happening in Tri-State just like in a couple months.
Yep.
Just LMBM, Collision right after that, and whatever else is planned throughout the year. Just stay tuned to everything, from like PA to New Jersey to New York. Because, I mean, who knows what House of 3000 is cooking up. Every now and again, you just see, like, yep, we're producing this. It's like, Devin, what?
Shout outs to, of course, House for doing such a great job on production yesterday at Scuff World Tour. I'm so happy that, that we have a homie in Smash like Lud. And I work in the game industry, and I tell people all the time, I'm like, y'all don't know that Lud used to play Smash, that he plays Smash.
Yep.
It was such a great way. Personally, I liked Melee a little bit more than Ultimate. I felt like Melee had all these storylines kind of brewing, and Ultimate was like, it was pretty good, but I don't know. Seeing Amsa win that was like, oh.
So good.
So good. So, shout outs to House. They always kill it. But shout outs to Kelvin downstairs. I got to tell you guys, like, the new Fusion venue is like kind of crazy. Do we still have that cam? Last time I commentated Warp, they had like the cam set up that like went out over the venue.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. No context at all. Zamba went to go eat chicken. So